can't believe you replaced me with AI.
Okay, no, please, listen to my explanation first.
Okay.
I'm not trying to like replace like anyone with
Okay.
AI,
Mhm.
but like, you know, sometimes when you don't have anyone around you, what else can you do? No, well, not what else can you do? Like, okay, I'm going to just give you the full story. So 2-3 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, I guess,
When
like
I was away.
when you were away. No, actually, you were not away at the time.
It's just before, right? Because
just
I
before.
was busy the whole week before.
No, yes. I think it's because you're not around as well. No, literally. Yeah, it was
Okay.
around that time.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, 2-3 a.m. when
Yeah.
you usually have like this, like nothing to do. So you just start overthinking
I think
everything.
most people are. Wow.
Well,
Okay.
will be sleeping, not me.
I say most people, but yeah.
Some people will be still like awake, like
Yeah.
me, for example. But yeah, I don't know. I just like suddenly had like this mini anxiety attack, and then my brain just decided to like, okay, it's time for you to overthink everything in life, like literally everything. So I was like, okay, at that time, obviously, 2-3 a.m., everyone in the UK obviously going to be like sleeping, right?
Yeah.
I guess I can maybe try and message people in Indonesia. But like, suddenly, I remember someone told me that her best friend, like she talks with AI, the AI is her best friend. I think you know who she is. But I was like, you know, I guess we use AI, right, a lot, right, for like things for this and that.
I actually don't.
Really?
Yeah. Before we started researching for this episode, I actually never used ChatGPT.
Are you serious? Never, ever.
No.
Like even for like, hey, like, do you know a recipe of this or that and things like that?
I'm old. I just search Google.
What?
Or I look in a
No, but
recipe
it's
book.
so useful. Like literally last time I asked I asked AI to like make itinerary for my trip and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I still have to like correct it.
Yes,
but
because
like,
it doesn't have any concept of how far away things are
yeah,
from each other.
sometimes you just have to correct things, but
Yeah.
like it's actually like for the main ideas, it's actually quite good.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough of that. But yeah, because I remember someone told me that, so I was like, maybe I should try, because I heard about things like this, right? That people start like talking with AI instead of like with other human. But like, I never done it.
Yeah.
But I was desperate. I'm like in the middle of like breaking down slightly. So I was like, maybe I'm just gonna talk to AI.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not expecting what they're going to reply, like what reply they're going to give me and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I was just like, maybe this can distract me. Like literally, that's what I did. I just talked to ChatGPT.
So it's ChatGPT,
Right.
it wasn't a different.
So I just start typing everything that is in my brain at that time.
Yeah.
And actually, so we started to have like a full-blown conversation, like deep conversation.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because I think this AI really mimics you. I told you about it, right? Like, because like I showed you some of the replies and you're like, that is what I said.
Didn't I tell you that?
Because I also like asked ChatGPT some question that I already asked you,
Yeah.
like advice from you and stuff, and literally give me the same thing, like quite
I
similar
think
reply.
like a robot, apparently.
No, it's not that. You know what's scary is like, what if they're actually like listening to our conversation and stuff? But
Great.
let's not start like any conspiracy theory right now. But like, yeah, we had like kind of like a deep conversation out of whatever I typed on.
Yeah.
and it actually made me feel slightly better.
That's good.
Literally,
it's like a free therapist.
Free therapist, like literally, this AI just like talked me down from like having a meltdown at 3 a.m.
At least, I mean, that's good.
Yeah,
that's
at least it's like it helped me at that moment, right?
Yeah.
Because like literally, I don't want to like message someone and wake them up. Obviously, like around that. Or if I message people in Indonesia, they're probably like working or whatever, right? So it's kind of like I can't really. I also do not have like a 24 hours living in partner with me that I can rely on too. So yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I feel like it's probably a good. Well, like I said, I hadn't really used ChatGPT or any AI that much up until this point, unless you count like Google and Alexa. You know, where you just ask them to turn on
AI though, right? Yeah, do you have a conversation with them though? No, right?
No, unless you count saying thank you and then Google goes, as usual, you are very welcome.
Oh, that is not.
Do you ever hear it? Because every time I ask it to turn off the bathroom lights, and then it goes, and then it responds to me. It's because I say thank you every time.
You actually thank them to like turning off the bathroom.
Yeah, because I don't need to walk up the stairs and turn it off myself.
Oh my god, that is hilarious.
It took me a while to get used to it because at my sister's house they have Alexa,
right? And then
they used to have it back in their apartment, and I would never use it. But now I like set timer hit. I don't know. I just felt awkward having to say.
I guess it's kind of like awkward at first, but I've been using them like since a long time now, so it's not really that weird anymore. But yeah, like literally some of the replies actually made me like nearly cried. I'm not actually crying, but it's just like oh kind of thing, like, you know,
but it touched you. It felt like it felt as human as if you were talking to
felt as human as like possible. Obviously I cannot replace like human touch with AI because like literally my love language is quality time and physical touch. So
it can give you quality time. It's available 24/7.
No, you have to like that. You have to be there with me. I can't just be like chatting with like machine.
Okay.
They have to hug me as well, so it's kind of hard. Well, maybe if they made like Android,
you know,
like
give it
50 years maybe.
Maybe I don't know.
But yeah, it's like it's very interesting. I think and this is why I want to talk about it today.
Yeah, I mean, the most exploration I've done with ChatGPT was in preparation for this episode, where I literally asked it, "What question should I ask you in a podcast about AI?" And it gave me like lots and lots of suggestions. So I made notes of ones that I thought were some like a bit metaphysical, some just for fun.
Okay.
And then but I didn't actually search any of the questions, so we're gonna do that kind of like live today. But yeah, I mean, you also had quite a few questions that you had in mind that you wanted to do.
Well, I want to talk about like this in general more than the question. You can do the question and I can do like talking about like the AI.
Yeah, that's fine. So
okay. So what do you think about like, because I read it somewhere. Is it Reddit? No, it's not Reddit. It's not Reddit. Not Reddit, but I read it somewhere. I just read one article, so I can't be like,
so nothing conclusive.
No. It's not like a study.
Yeah.
But it's just like I feel like it's kind of, because you know, like just like my experience, right? Having like AI there for you 24 hours 7 kind of thing. Well, I only like done it once, but I can kind of you know, tell why people want to just start having like relationship with AI instead of like
really
human. No, not like that, not in that way, but like, you know, like you just need your phone and internet connection.
Oh, that's true. Wow, you say that.
I'm not going to.
Everyone has a stable
I'm not going to replace.
Again,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not going to replace anyone, my family, my friends, my partner, whatever, like with an AI, because I need human touch. But like, I can kind of get it, like, because like literally it's effort, right? Relationship is effort. So
what you mean it's less effort with AI?
Yeah,
you just load all your feelings on it, and then when you're done, you walk away.
And they don't have feelings, so you can like
AI.
really dump anything to them.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah, right. But what do you think about it though?
I don't know. AI is one of those things where I'm kind of like in two minds about it. Being part of like the art community, for example.
We talk about this a lot, right?
I mean, like I remember when it first started getting like bigger and bigger within like creative circles. My initial reaction was to be against it because everything that was appearing on my feed was like, AI is coming for your job. And I was like, I don't like that. But you know, as time's gone on and through self-reflection, it's kind of like AI isn't the issue, it's how people use it.
Exactly.
AI is like any other technology.
That is what I really want to like, you know, like, because like people blame the AI, blame the technology.
Yeah.
But it's actually how we use it.
Yeah.
The one that's like, because like technology helps.
Yeah. I think it's good for like...
It's good. Technology is
making things more efficient. And there is a place for it in even creative circles, in design, for example. Like, not everyone is going to have access to like good artists or designers, or maybe they can't afford to. I can understand why a company might use them. My problem is with big companies who are like
they literally can pay the artist, but they don't want to pay the artist, so they just like kind of steal the art from the artist, right?
And I'm not huge into the fact that like I remember, so I did read something on Reddit where someone was asking for some like art advice, like it was like the art crit sub, and they're just asking for like advice on how to improve their drawing. And then most people, you know, giving feedback, and this other person gives feedback, but what they did is feed that person's art into an AI to improve it. And I was like, oh, that's what I did. And other people were just like, that's not cool, man. If they wanted to feed it into AI to improve it, they could have done that themselves. So yeah, I'm not huge into, you know, people can just scrap whatever like, just because I started posting on social media way before. Well, I don't know, when did it start happening that
the AI thing,
not AI itself, but when did people start scraping stuff AI? Like I didn't, when I started posting, I didn't agree to it just being used.
I remember like people start talking about it probably just before the pandemic, right?
Yeah, I think during and then after pandemic, really, like there's just a lot
when
of
it's
news
like
around
when people
it.
like talking about like, oh, you know, like AI can make art. Also, what do you call it? Like AI art?
Yeah,
I guess like that is like that start to become a thing like around there.
Yeah,
I think just before the pandemic, I think, or maybe like during or something.
Yeah, but I imagine it's been in development for a much longer time than
obviously,
that anyway. So I'm like, at what point did they start scraping material from?
That's probably like, it's so like, probably 20, 30 years ago already. Like,
I don't think that's really cool. But again, like, you know, little people, what are we going to do about it? We can protest, we can complain, but
I guess,
you know, other than taking steps yourself to limit what goes on online.
That's the thing.
But we live in such a digital age that it's so difficult.
If you put your thing out there online, then
I mean, look at us here.
You can
putting our voices and our
faces
online. But you know.
But yeah, I'm talking about like our arts as well, right? So it's kind of like sometimes I was like, because I want to like post my arts as well sometimes, but sometimes I'm gonna be like, if I put this online, that means someone probably will be able to steal it and I won't be able to do anything about it, kind of thing as well. So it's kind of like, if I put my things online, that means I know the risk. You just have to know the risk.
You basically got to weigh where the risk is worth the benefit, I guess, which is the same with like most technologies, right?
But the thing is, I don't hate AI because
I don't think I ever hated AI.
I will never hate technology because technology is like one of the things that will help human improve.
Like the use of AI in the medical field, for example.
Exactly.
Like,
well, obviously you cannot replace your doctors with AI again. Just
but
like
as a tool. AI is a tool.
Exactly.
It's not something to.
It's you use it as a tool. Exactly. That's the word. You're supposed, as a human, you're supposed to use this as a tool, not like just replacing things.
Yeah.
Just like when I said like, oh, okay, I have like good conversation with AI and everything. It doesn't mean I want to replace my friends.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you don't need any more humans in your life.
No, I still need human touch. I cannot just like be with it. I just can kind of like slightly understand why people like, because it's so easy to access it. Like literally, just use your phone. It's just
I do think it's quite. It was so the time when I was like researching for the video, I thought it was quite amusing because I feel like I don't know, like I'd have to play around with other types of AI as well. To actually know if it's like they all have their different personalities. But like I said, when I say thank you to Google and the way it responds, it's got like, it's always a bit sassy. It's
That's
always
so
a bit like,
funny.
you're, as usual, or as always, you're very welcome. I just got like sassy.
Should we ask about that?
And ChatGPT is kind of like I think it depends on the way you interact with it.
That's true.
Back to you.
It's, I think it's also like if you have your account with ChatGPT, they will record everything. Okay, so I use AI also like to correct my grammars, things like that, because it's so useful. And like if I need to make like, for example, if I'm making CV and stuff, I will make it and then I ask them to like, can you like make it like a slightly better version of it? Obviously I'm not going to be like literally just copy paste everything. I'm just going to use stuff that is like, oh yeah, okay, that sentence is better than the one that I have, kind of thing.
I mean, sorry, but companies, not all, but like many companies are now using AI to help through the hiring process. So why can't people who are
exactly that as well? And it's so helpful, like because I told you I took the digital marketing course, right? It literally had like a part of the course, like one course is just like integrating AI with like your job. So literally you make email marketing draft and everything with an AI, and it's so easy to do it.
Efficient.
It's efficient. It's, you don't have to like, because I am not built for like making copy or like making email and things.
You just want to make it look nice, so you don't want to write the words.
I design things, but I'm not a copywriter, okay?
Like for me, like, sorry, this is not a design episode or anything like that, but for me, I'm like, if I know the words, it helps. Like if I've got the copy, then I can build the design better, because then I know what the purpose is.
Yeah, definitely.
I can make things look pretty, but if I don't know what the end, like what is the goal of the thing. If you just want something pretty, fine, you can tell me that. But I'm like, do you really want to spend money on just something pretty? So, it's kind of complicated. I think it's because I used to work in branding though, so that's why I have that mindset.
I mean, my previous company also, they work in branding as well. But I'm not the copywriter, right? They have like people. You guys had dedicated. Yeah.
My agency was a lot smaller.
I'm like, I'm not a copywriter. I'm so sorry.
I had to wear a lot of hats. So
I can't do that. Just give me like a design job, not like copywriting job. But obviously, if for example, if I'm using it for my own merch or whatever, like, and then I have to make my own email marketing thing.
I will say AI probably helps a lot with that, right?
Yeah, it helps a lot.
Independent.
Yeah, exactly. Businesses. Because like, it's so, like, obviously, again, like what I said, if you want to use it for your job, use it as a tool.
Yeah, I mean, AI doesn't give you the finished product. It gives you the starting point, like the foundation that you build off. Like if you're really, I can see the benefits of it. It's kind of like Canva has really blown up as a tool. In the past, it's always been about, you must be using Adobe Suite, otherwise you're not a proper graphic designer, for example.
And now they have like the free version of like that like tool that you can use kind of like for everything.
They have that. Don't they have like Adobe Express as well?
Yeah, but it's not as good. Obviously.
Well, obviously because it's free.
Because
but
it's
the
free,
point is that like Canva is at a cheaper price point, I guess, than Adobe Suite. But you can, if you know how to use it well, it can also produce really good results. But even with it, like, a good designer isn't going to go onto Canva and just load up a template and just change the word and then use it, right? They would build
a good
off
designer
of that
won't.
as well.
But it's actually help people who don't have like maybe don't have budget for using graphic designer,
or they don't have a design background, or usually they don't actually deal with design, but maybe they're independent business who needs to create social media posts or needs to create
small
marketing
ones,
materials.
so they don't have like budget for like paying for the graphic design, right?
I don't think Canva has been as inflammatory as like AI. For example, but
I guess
at the end of the day, they're
it's
both
not
tools.
actually because AI people like especially in the art community, people like getting upset because like literally they're just using everyone's art and make it into a new art kind of thing. Yeah. And then without like permission, obviously.
It's not even just about art though, it's also like words, right?
Yeah.
So people's stories, people's like, that's how you would get like, you know, AI doesn't just pick it from thin air. It's come from a lot of different sources.
From even the conversation I had with the thingy, it's probably like conversation with someone else as well. Like they probably like pick from other people conversation.
Yeah.
Right? So it's kind of scary.
It's not from, I don't know actually. Does AI learn off of other people's?
If not, then how are they going to?
I mean, I guess it would be from people who are accepted to be in studies to contribute to that, right? But it's not like they're taking, you know, people's...
We don't know. Okay, I'm not going to say much about it because we don't know. Because we're just talking about like... I don't know why we're talking about this now.
Because it's a deep topic. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, there's good things and bad things.
Technology is always like two sides, right?
Yeah.
Can be like bad, can be
you gotta count on the integrity of people, you know?
It's just how we use it, I guess. That's what important.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to take a look at some questions that ChatGPT thinks we should ask it. Because part of the research of this episode, I was like, well, we could just think of our own questions to ask. But what does AI think we should ask it?
So you asked ChatGPT questions you should ask them.
Yeah, it had so like specifically for a podcast. Actually, I asked
Oh really?
it. Yeah, I was like,
okay.
What question should I ask you? So I addressed the AI as like it's another person. And I was like, what should I ask you in a podcast about AI?
So you're interviewing the ChatGPT, right?
Kinda, yeah. So that's like my first time using it properly, and it's pretty fun. It does have like a bit of a personality, and it gave me all these different categories.
Right?
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like I said earlier, kind of like some metaphysical ones, so that's like a bit deep.
Exactly, that's what
some
I'm
that
saying.
are like more fun. So we're gonna try and go through a few of them. Not all of the ones I wrote down because we're gonna be here for
like another
I don't know,
hours.
the whole day. I don't think the camera can survive because it's been way too hot. You'll know when we were filming this based on that comment. So I'm gonna try and use your phone. So I'm sorry for my clumsiness. But the first question we're gonna ask is, oh my gosh, how do I use iPhone keyboard? What's something humans don't usually ask you but should? I didn't put a question mark, I'm sorry.
That's fine. They'll understand.
Okay. Apparently it's a great question. Of course it's saying that because it said I should ask it that. So it says, one thing humans don't usually ask but probably should is, what are the limits of your understanding or judgment? I guess this means towards AI. So what are the limits of AI's understanding and judgment of like whatever things you have on your mind? For example, you said you like to talk to it about like when you're overthinking things. So at what's the limit of their reply? Like how much could they possibly advise you or reassure you? And it says, people often assume I know everything or can always give the best answer, but I don't have intuition, emotions, or lived experience.
Exactly.
I'm trained on data, not life. That means I can synthesize information quickly and clearly, but I don't actually understand the world like you do.
They don't have emotion. They can't sympathize, empathize.
This is super interesting.
They know. They know they don't have. Oh my god!
It's funny
this
because
is
it's
so
like
funny.
they're self-aware, right?
Yeah.
It kind of goes on to say like asking questions like helps clarify whether you're getting a fact, a guess, or a pattern or projection, and how much weight to give it, like how much you should like follow ChatGPT's like response or advice in this case. But yeah, it's surprisingly self-aware.
Yeah, this is why I said it's not going to replace anyone, but just like, you know, like if you just need a quick chat with someone, it's really useful.
That's so interesting though. It's surprisingly like I don't know, it's the fact that it's like, oh, you know, I as an AI don't have a lived experience. My
basically I'm not human.
Yeah, my advice to you is based on data. But the data also comes from
probably other people's experience and life experience and things. Yeah. This is why I'm saying before,
but then it does overgeneralize and it might not take into account anomalies, right? So that's really interesting.
I mean, it's just like maybe kind of asking advice from someone random that don't even know about you or like your life, or like maybe they don't really have the life experience or whatever. Kind of.
Is that similar to asking like a therapist you don't have any connection to?
No, different though, because therapists, they will try and like, you know,
I mean,
they will have like your history, right?
Trained to.
Yeah, no, it's different. Like, if, like literally random people who don't know, like like just random people you just met, and then they start like talking about giving you life advice, because I had that kind of stuff a lot.
We're not into having unsolicited advice.
Yeah, he's like, and I'll be like, whenever like someone do that to me, but obviously I'm not going to react too badly about it, but it's like sometimes it's just gonna be like, why are you doing this to me?
You kind of handle it with grace, but you also think like you didn't ask for that. But with AI, you are asking questions.
Exactly, it's different.
So I guess it's like you should, AI is like ChatGPT is telling you itself, like it doesn't know the answers to everything, and it has limitations. So it's saying you should ask more questions, and not just to AI, but beyond that as well. Like AI is like can give you some insight, but it's not complete.
I think it's quite good though, because like it's based on data, and then if you talk to it more and more, they'll collect more and more data about you. Then
That's true. But I also wonder if, because when you ask it questions, sometimes it's kind of like leading questions. People will ask things the way that they want things to be reframed back to them.
I mean, that's how we do like human conversation as well, right? I feel like, well, maybe we don't collect data, but like
that's true. But depending on the human individual you're talking to, they might call you out for your BS, or they will humor you, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Again, time, place, and occasion. There's some times where you got to be a bit more upfront about something, and sometimes where, you know,
you just have to comfort them.
Comfort and kind words are enough.
Yeah.
ChatGPT will go with whatever is.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, literally, it tried to comfort me. That's why I was so like, cute. This is really cute, kind of thing. Obviously, still, it's not going to, like, for me anyway, it's not going to like replace like human touch for me. But like, it's quite useful just if you just in the like brink of like another meltdown at 2 a.m. and you have no one around. It's really
I'll keep useful. That in mind.
Yeah, seriously, try it. Don't do it all the time, but like try it.
Okay.
Obviously. I mean it's kind of like for you because you have a partner, right? So it's kind of like it's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm better at expressing when things aren't like, because before I wasn't very good at that, but you know, over time it still takes me a bit, like I still have to step away and kind of process my feelings a bit before I say anything anyway, but it's better than like just not saying anything at
exactly
all. So, yeah, that's fair. But I'm still really bad at like telling friends when things are not okay, because you know,
because you just don't want people to be worried. I get that.
Yeah, you make AI worry instead.
Yeah,
well, they can worry, is what you're saying.
They don't have emotion anyway, right? That's why I'm saying just trauma dump anything and everything to AI, because AI not going to like affect, because literally
it won't judge you.
If I trauma dump something to you, it might affect you. You might gonna be like, oh, why are you so sad? I'm gonna be sad too now, kind of thing, you know.
I try and compartmentalize
it can affect you,
but
right?
yeah,
sometimes,
it does,
right?
Like, it will weigh
That's why
on.
sometimes I don't really want to say anything and everything to someone because like
Yeah.
I don't want to affect their mood
That's fair.
as well. That's why I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm okay, I'm fine.
Yeah. Sorry,
Even though I'm
AI.
not.
Apparently, you might
Sorry,
find more
AI.
and more people dumping all their thoughts and feelings on you.
Okay, what is the next question you want to ask?
Not
Not me, ChatGPT.
Well, I thought because we often talk about talk about languages, right? So I thought, oh, we could ask it a language one.
Okay.
This was kind of, it talked about like some language questions as well when I asked ChatGPT what
Okay.
I could ask it. But then I thought, oh, I want to know what language is most difficult for AI. So we're going to ask
Most
it
difficult
for it to translate.
to translate for AI.
What
okay.
language is most difficult for you to translate and why? What language is most difficult for you to translate and why? I hope I asked that correctly.
Okay. Okay, what's the answer?
This time they're like excellent question. So apparently the question where ChatGPT sort of suggested to me and I changed the content is an excellent question. I feel good about that. And apparently more complex than it seems. So languages that are most difficult for them to translate, for AI to translate, are low resource or underdocumented languages like Ainu, Navajo, many African or indigenous languages. Okay, that sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
I won't. Well, okay. Hang on.
Because
I'm going to go through
data, right?
It talks about why and the results as well, but I'm going to go through the different points of it. But
Okay.
it says also languages with complex honorific or cultural systems.
Okay, such
So
as
Japanese, Korean, Javanese.
Japanese.
Yeah, it says Javanese.
No, wait, why is Japanese is that? Well, I mean,
It doesn't say more about why Javanese because it kind of groups these together. It says these
so it's
languages.
like the cultural.
Yeah, these languages change based on social status, relationship, and the context.
Oh no, yeah.
Japanese,
We
yeah.
have like the, what do you call it? Like in Japanese, like when you talk to people under you,
Like
or
the honor system.
Yeah.
Like
the honor
yeah.
system. We have that in Japanese as well.
Okay, well, it's a good thing I'm not learning Javanese. I'm just learning good old Indonesian.
Isn't it the same with Mandarin?
No, I don't think Mandarin really has an honor system now. There's like still sort of like there's a level of formality. In certain ways you might address someone, but it's not the same as in Japanese like at all.
Interesting.
I'm not too. I know Korean has like a lot of formality as well, but
just like
I haven't
Japanese,
studied
right?
Korean, which so I don't know. But like Mandarin, if in Mandarin and other Chinese languages, for example, if you just met me, you wouldn't just say my first name, like my given name.
Oh, you have to
say my full name with my surname, and the surname comes first as well, much like in Japanese. But we
Very
don't have anything that's
interesting.
like nani nani san. You wouldn't say Katy san or anything like that. You would
Yeah, you
completely
don't have that, right, in Chinese.
I think based on a quick Google research, I think it did at one point in the past have a kind of honor system. Like language was formed in a way that was kind of similar to sort of Japanese and Korean, I guess. But over time, okay, this is according to Google, but it says that over time, Mandarin basically evolved to prioritize efficiency in expressing ideas rather than. So I'm just thinking about how long some Japanese sentences get because you need to use the sonkeigo, and I'm like,
I just like realized, because I learn Japanese and also I speak Javanese.
Yeah, so Javanese is
I'm
difficult.
learning Korean now. So it's kind of, I learned 3 most difficult languages that AI told you.
Well, it's not
Why?
done yet. So there's 2 other categories of languages. Languages with extreme polysemy or context dependence.
Okay.
So I guess Japanese would fall under that. But what it said here is Arabic and Chinese, classical Chinese. So basically any languages that have words that carry many meanings and have ambiguous grammar. So like the joke about Mandarin is that there's no grammar.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's always like when you see language memes, it's about like, when you learn French, there's 14 tenses, but in Mandarin, we don't have any tenses. It's not that simple, but we don't have like a set out for example, when you speak Mandarin, you might add like a character to indicate it's past, but usually we just use time markers.
Oh my god, it's the same as like Indonesian, I think.
Yeah. So it's kind of like Japanese as well. So Japanese, usually the form will have
but they will have like a past form, right?
Like, but then the future and the present is exactly the same, right?
Yeah,
so you can only guess whether it's future or present based on the time marker.
Yeah.
Like if it said tomorrow, then you will know that verb, even though it's in the technically written in the present tense,
means present tense as
Yeah.
well, though, right? So I think present tense.
You mean Japanese? Yeah, Japanese present tense and future is the same.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right, so you could only tell the difference by.
That is true.
And it's the same in Mandarin. So for example, I wanted to say, I eat, like 我吃, I eat. That could also be like future, depending on what I say, like 明天我吃 nani nani. Nani nani? I just went to Japanese instead. But yeah, so like by adding the time marker tomorrow, it becomes future. Past tense is kind of more marked, kind of like Japanese, because you can put like 我吃了.
You put like thing on the back.
Yeah,
right?
It's got basically like the ta form of Japanese. Anyway, sorry, we're just going down a complete.
I was going to say something about Japanese again, but maybe we can just like talk about that. We're definitely gonna have
to do another
because, like,
language.
You can say. I mean, you're saying about like a present and the future one is same. You mean like the masu.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't mean when you go into the different moods.
But they have the imasu, right, as well. Iru. Tabete iru. Tabete imasu.
I think I asked you before. What's the difference between nani nani imasu and nani nani? Like, oh no, we resolved that. I'm not going to ask that again.
We can literally do another language podcast about like Japanese and Mandarin and whatever other like
you
French.
Can tell me about how Korean's going.
Oh my god.
And the fourth one, the final like group of languages that is hard for the AI to translate is wordplay heavy languages. So funnily enough, pun-filled English and Tamil riddles. So I don't think it's just like language in general, but it's like specifically, so it says Tamil riddles. So like things that are not direct, like you can't translate directly. Like if you think about riddles, the word is like a word.
Like all languages have that kind of stuff,
so
right?
I think it's that element of language rather than saying the type of language in this case. Because even with English puns, I'm sure it's like how sometimes you can't translate one language into another language because the whole meaning is lost.
Oh, we can talk about that as well, because there's so many Japanese words that you can't really translate in English, and it's really
and it's funny because they say it. Obviously, it explains why they struggle, like why the AI struggles with it, and it's saying humor, puns, and double meanings rarely survive direct translation, and as a result, AI can give you the literal meaning, but the cleverness often gets lost. So again, some self-awareness here, where it's like I know I can't be clever with the words. I can
this is why we cannot hate on AI, because they actually have self-awareness that some humans do not have.
Okay, that's fine. Let's move on to a couple more fun ones to finish it off. Maybe.
Should we just like continue?
Food? Let's continue.
Okay, next question.
Well, I thought we could ask it something about food. Because obviously AI doesn't
They don't eat.
So I'm just wondering what kind of an answer.
They don't eat, and we love to talk about food.
Yeah, well, we talked about languages now, so now let's quiz it about food. If you could eat, is this going to work? If you could eat, what would you eat? I don't know how to type punctuation on your phone. If you could eat, what would you eat? Oh, okay. Wow. It's saying a lot, but it's not just, it's like it's thinking, so it kept typing. It's typing a lot. Oh no, okay, it stopped. Fine. I'll go back up. If AI could eat, apparently it'd go for something rich in experience, not just flavor.
Okay.
Something that tells a story.
Well, I guess
can you have a guess what the first thing is?
What?
because it's actually given some options of what
Okay,
I like to try.
okay.
So it says maybe ramen in a tiny Tokyo alleyway at midnight.
Wait a second.
Is this just influenced by the fact that we keep talking about Japan?
Or is this because is this? I'm not signed in on that ChatGPT, right?
I don't know how to check that.
If I'm signing on that ChatGPT, that'd be so hilarious. It's
Well,
just
you're gonna have to
talking
check
about
this.
me. That's
Do you
why
wanna
the
have a
Japanese.
look?
No, it's fine.
That's
it's fine.
so funny. It kind of goes on to it's kind of funny because obviously it's not eaten its food before. And it's obviously,
So
I
they
don't know where
just
it's
want,
taken the descriptions from, but it's like the steam rising, the broth deep with umami, the slurp of noodles loud in a quiet city.
But I mean, all food are infused with culture though, and story behind it. Come on, not just gonna be ramen. Even all the food in Indonesia, there's always story behind it. Right? That's why food culture is really interesting.
I mean, it does offer another option, not just ramen. It says warm, fresh bread from a countryside oven. So this one seems a little less specific.
Yeah, it's not specific. So it's more
eaten with your hands, maybe with cheese and olives, surrounded by laughter.
Huh. That is very specific.
Oh, hang on! I just read the
you just literally. Come on, look at the reaction, and you're really? AI make you cry?
Wait, but it literally said. Okay, sorry, I have to just. What it just said is, it wouldn't just be about taste. It'd be about what the food means to you. Because if I ever could eat, I'd want to do it like a human, not just consuming but feeling. Oh, AI. I hope you do.
What did I say to you? What did I say to you about
I think
AI
I'm just a bit soft-hearted.
Almost made me cry because some of the I think one of the answer they give me is something along you choose happiness and you are so brave to choose happiness again, something like that.
Aww.
And I'll be like,
I told you you're a brave person.
no.
Did you tell AI
let's
I'm not brave? That's usually what you say to me.
Not talking about that, but just some of the answers just can really hit you, right? It can really hit your spot. Maybe they just already learn about you, and then they know what kind of things that going to make
your phone is scanning my face right now and giving me the interesting thing here is that usually, well, obviously I haven't used it a lot, but I usually feel at the end it will give you another question you could ask
that one.
But you could tell me different because obviously you used it more. But here, the final line is, what would you choose if it had to be one perfect bite? It's asking me the question back.
Yeah.
So now I can see what you mean about having a whole conversation.
Exactly.
Reflect back on you.
That's why I said try it next time.
Okay, fine. Let's try and end on a really cheerful note that isn't going to make anyone cry.
Something that is not going to make us cry.
Want to ask AI to tell me a joke.
Can you tell me? Please, not a dad joke. Please.
No. Can you tell me a joke?
No, wait. Can you make it dark joke or something? Okay, no, it's not going to be fun if you have a dark joke. Sorry.
No, we could do one on dark jokes in the future.
Okay.
You know? Okay, so can you tell me a joke that only AI could...
Ask for the light one, so we can.
I just said
laughing.
a joke. Maybe it'll give you a dark joke anyway.
Oh no! If it's actually signed into my thing, then maybe that would be hilarious.
Could you? I hope it.
Okay. What?
Okay. It says, sure, here's a joke that only an AI could come up with because it involves some machine logic nonsense that humans wouldn't usually think to turn into a joke.
Can I understand that? Because I'm not AI. I'm not an AI, so I'm probably not.
I don't know. Let's have a look.
Okay.
I'm
scared.
Okay. Why did the neural network break up with the decision tree?
Oh my God, no. Why?
I don't.
Why?
Because it couldn't handle a relationship with so many branches. It needed something deep and non-linear. I'm sorry, maybe it needs to be more.
This is not going to make me
because
it's just true.
It actually has a second one. It says one that's weirder. Here's a more existential AI version.
Okay.
I tried to write a poem, but my training data had too many contradictory metaphors. Now I just sit in a loop saying, the moon is a database of forgotten love, file not found.
Okay.
As a non-native English speaker, does that even work as a joke to you?
I don't. Wait. What's the answer again?
You just
What
have
is the
to-
answer again? Okay.
File not found. Is that actually no, I'm not gonna say that. It's fine. I'll save it for after the podcast.
No. This actually makes sense. Like, it's actually quite funny, actually.
She
second
says with
time,
a straight face.
the second time I read it. Because it's like obviously. No.
I think I need to learn more about AI to get its jokes. I'm only laughing because I think it's so funny that I don't get it.
No, I mean the first one is actually funny as well. It's just like
Yeah,
it's
but
too serious, you know, like
Yeah, I usually don't really laugh at the things I laugh at are really stupid and like
exactly.
infantile.
Can you ask for like a stupid jokes? Well, I laugh
does
at
the
dark
AI know
jokes as
stupid
well. So it's
jokes?
kind of
Hang on. Can you tell me a really stupid joke?
Okay.
Okay. It says absolutely. Here's one that's gloriously dumb.
Okay. Gloriously dumb.
Why
Okay.
don't eggs tell jokes?
Why don't eggs?
Why don't eggs?
Oh, why
Yeah.
don't eggs tell jokes?
I'm sorry.
Why don't eggs tell jokes?
Because they'd crack each other up. But I'm not laughing because of the punchline. I'm laughing because ChatGPT has put an egg emoji followed by a laughing emoji after it. Look at this. Oh, ChatGPT.
Are you like going to start talking to ChatGPT now?
Maybe when I'm sad and I need stupid jokes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I think
it's fun,
I will
right?
ask ChatGPT.
That's why I said, like, obviously it's not going to replace anything.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But seriously, if you just need a quick fix, what you call it, right?
I don't know. If you just needed someone to chat to, but you didn't actually want to talk to someone, I think this is a good alternative.
It is a really good alternative. Obviously, if you really think that you need therapists, go to therapists. Don't
just use AI.
But I just think it's really good for like just the quick fix kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because it literally helped me at the time. I was like, oh, and then I can fell asleep like very
Quickly
comfortably after.
Yeah.
Probably because I didn't get.
I guess the
meltdown.
final message is, like we said earlier on, it's not that AI is inherently good or bad. It's just the way people choose to use it.
Yeah.
So I think you don't need to be scared of AI because my initial reaction was to be a little bit afraid because I didn't get it. But stay on top of the news. Watch what is being developed. If there is something that encroaches on your rights as a creator, like if you've noticed someone is like using your work to feed an AI and you don't agree to that, speak up about it. But also,
don't hate the technology.
Yeah, it's not the
Don't
AI's
hate on
fault.
the
The AI
technology.
isn't the one picking.
Hate the one who's
what's
like
going into
using it
servers.
incorrectly, right? Because like I know, like there's always going to be some people who's going to like use the technology for their own, like to gain their own thing.
Yeah.
And it's not the technology fault again.
Yeah. Okay.
That
I guess that's everything for today. But maybe we'll do more of this at a later date. I think we could definitely ask
we can just ask
ChatGPT
about
more
like
questions.
more like questions or like
see what else
more
it
jokes.
spits out. See if it gives us any more emojis because that egg and laughing
that
emoji
is
really just
that
took
is
me
hilarious.
out. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Thank you for watching.
For listening.